Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. So for this video, we're going to be taking on Stealthy Repossession. It is located in the south end of Harbor, the southwestern corner, from the quest giver Lesto Half-Prince. And essentially what he wants you to do is go steal a gem back from the kobolds here. Now, this quest can actually be kind of a pain in the butt. Basically, you've got to sneak past a bunch of kobolds, as you can see, killing less than 6 profits. Now, there is a trick to do this one, which I'm going to go ahead and do. So, what I do to complete is I will open up the door so I can see where that first profit is. And then I will use some form of invisibility to cast on myself, be it scrolls here or potions. Now I do want to point out, you cannot purchase potions normally. You would need to get them off the auction house or loot them in chests, so it is always great to keep them there. Because I'm an artifice, I do have the ability to cast scrolls. So to save these potions here, I will be using our scrolls. So I'm just going to slot them into, actually no, I will keep them into slot 3. And I'll cast invisibility on us. So the trick is to just stay invisible. Every time you do access a door,
a set of kobold footprints
or
recrosses
anything like that, you will need to recast your invisibility.
Sometimes the prints wander towards a crude. Several doors lead deeper
right
into the
here.
warehouse. A high-pitched
Use the lever.
noise is abruptly cut off before you can
It
pinpoint its source.
uninvisibles me. Just
The
recast
stink
it.
of unwashed
If you are paying
kobolds
attention to where
pervades
they
this
are
room.
at, you can
wonder
usually
whether washed kobolds would smell
get
any
through.
better.
However, there are certain points like that one there. It does kind of be a choke point, but if you're quick on recasting that
A
invisibility,
stairway leads down
it's
into
not
a lower
too
section
bad.
of the warehouse. Several steps are spattered with rust-colored spots.
So once you get to that corner, you make a left. Through the door here, there is a lever. I recommend hitting the lever first before you re-invisible yourself, as if you open the door, cast invisibility, try to pull the lever, by that point these guys have caught up to you, which clearly you do not want. From here, we're just going to keep heading east until we get to our little bridge.
Flimsy-looking
Now, I always hop
bridges
down
converge on the
rather
central
than running
platform.
through.
There are many footprints in the dust.
I find it
and rotten
draws
slabs.
less aggro. And we have 2 levers, one on the bottom and one right here. And then once again, I invisible myself. Now, this is a tactic that I use to, again, avoid as much contact from the enemy as possible. I will look to see where the prophet is, and of course, sneak around him. Now, we did end up running into a Reaper. That's not good. So I'm gonna do my best to avoid them, but they do teleport to your locations. Once you come down,
spotless and dust-free.
there's just one more lever,
This makes you feel uneasy.
and then right around the corner is our gem.
This must be the
Pick it up,
kobold's intersection.
and it's over. Once it is completed, you can kill the enemies. And it won't matter if you've killed too many prophets at that point, as you've completed the quest. Alright, so it did get a little hairy. Part of it was because we ran into that Reaper. Reapers have the innate ability to, you know, detect the invisibility. So that definitely did not help us there. Alright, and now that everyone is dead, it will be a little bit easier, or going to be dead, it will be a little bit easier to show you around the quest here. As well as we can get that optional for killing 25 kobolds. So there are a few ways to go around this quest. If you are a rogue assassin, you can go around assassinating everybody. And, you know, getting rid of them that way. Again, avoiding the profits wherever possible. But ultimately, I mean, it is your choice. It does allow you to kill up to 6 of them. So as long as you're careful, it shouldn't be too bad.
Thus failed the quest.
But as you can see, there are more profits in here. It's not like you cannot fail. So if we hadn't completed the quest, as soon as we had killed that 6th prophet, it would have failed us, causing us to be recalled out and have to restart the quest over. Now, a lot of people choose to skip this one on the hardcore server, and honestly, I don't blame them. It is a difficult quest, especially if you are running past everyone. Though, as you can see, there are a lot of enemies that you can avoid. So what we're going to do is, right from the beginning, I'm going to run it through one more time, being a little bit slower, now that I don't have to worry about actually being stealthy. So you want to run past the first intersection. So this door would be closed. As with that door, there's just one prophet in here. You're going to want to make your way through here to the lever. Now there is a prophet that walks in this room. He walks all around the outside edge. If you wait until he's kind of on the kitty corner, you can pull this lever without actually gaining his attention. You can re-invisible yourself and make your way. Now, you need to pull this lever. This lever is actually what opens up this gate here. So without pulling that, you cannot proceed any further. If you are going through all of them, generally speaking, there is a named enemy inside. Not this door, apparently. Actually, it would be where we had looted that chest. Generally speaking, I don't actually ever go that far. But once you're able to pull the lever in this room here, so we're just going to walk through that again. So you pull the lever here, and make your way through the now opened gate. Then you walk your way down here. You have to go left, as again, there's a closed door. So again, opening this door will cause your invisibility to break. And just to show you, when you are casting that spell, it does have a 4-second timer. So you would be able to cast it the second you open that door. By the time you got to this lever and pulled it, you're still on cooldown. So I do recommend just blitzing in, plus everybody at that point has already seen you. So just blitzing in, pulling the lever here. Once you do, that's when you would cast that second invisibility and make your way straight through until you hit the bridge. There's just a shrine in here. Once you get to the bridge, again, you can't go straight across the bridge. That is a possibility. It is a little bit longer of a path, but here's the levers there. You need to pull them both. Once you pull them, you just need to come back to the main room here with the bridge. I'm just going to quickly grab the rubble. And make your way to the north end, which there are the gems there. Just make your way down here, pulling the lever here. Once you pull this lever, 2 gates open, both this gate and this gate. Both of them lead to the same area. It's just a matter of which side of the shrine that you enter in on. I personally prefer to enter in on this one, but sometimes if you have a horde of enemies coming from this direction, it's easier to just drag them around in the circle. rather than trying to push past them, especially if you have like a dungeon alert orange or red, as when you have these dungeon alerts, when they strike you, it really does slow you down. But anyway, that is the Stealthy Repossession quest. Again, it is fairly straightforward. That being said, it's not always the easiest to complete. I highly recommend using some form of invisibility to get through this. It will definitely make it a little bit easier. Now, I do want to point out where you can get these invisibility items. So, as I was mentioning, the potions themselves can only be purchased from the auction house. Now, the auction house are located on your map as a little gavel. So, in the harbor, it's just right up here to Spalder 9 Band. You just talk to him, open up the auction house, and actually just search up invisible. And of course, at the moment, there are none. So you can also look under potions and just search it up. Most times you don't really run into them. Again, usually you just need to so hair dyes. Usually speaking, you just need to loot them. The other option is, if you go down this way here, notice that we've expelled some people from our guild. Mostly those ones have just been inactive. I didn't realize I was still on that tab. So once we go, we'll go into the marketplace here. And then it's just under the giant tent right across the bridge here. And you can find some basic scrolls from these two vendors here. Now, I do believe the invisibility is a level 2, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so here we are. They don't cost too much. And the UMD requirement for them isn't too terrible, though it can be a little bit rough if you are on your first life. But yeah, that's where you can get those scrolls. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one all.